Hi, I'm Renee. Thanks for joining me for our presentation for our Cluster 4 in our Certificate 3 in Education Support. Within this cluster, you'll be focusing on working with students who have specific disabilities, and we'll focus, as you'll see, how to support these students with these specific disabilities as well. We're always happy to answer any questions that you may have about any aspect of Cluster 4, the assignments or work placement, and we can answer questions from your workplace supervisors as well. Please keep an eye out for our weekly web sessions. You may like to join us for a drop-in session or our Cluster 4 assessment or information session. So within Cluster 4, we have 3 units: work effectively with people with a disability, support students with additional needs in the classroom environment, and set up and sustain individual and small group learning areas. We're going to have a look at each of these units in detail now. Please access step 1 in Cluster 4 to find the reading clips and links to support you through this cluster. So work effectively with people with a disability describes the knowledge and skills required as an introduction to working and communicating with people with a disability. Support students with additional needs in the classroom environment describes the skills and knowledge required by an education support worker to support students with additional needs in classrooms, and where there are students with a mix of abilities and needs as well. The unit applies to education support work in a variety of contexts, and the work is to be undertaken with appropriate guidance, support, supervision by a nominated supervisor or education professional. Set up and sustain individual and small group learning areas. This unit describes the skills and knowledge required, such as a home-based classroom or individual or small group learning environments, activity areas in a classroom or library, or virtual schooling areas. The unit applies to education support work in a variety of contexts with appropriate guidance, support and supervision by a nominated teacher or education professional. So connecting with other learners is a really great way to share your experiences and talk about work placement, and you may do this through the coffee shop forum or in one of our web tutorial sessions as well. Facebook is a great way for students to connect, and teachers are always in Facebook to answer questions, of course. So before you make a start on the written assignment, download the assignment so that you can make notes in there as you're working through the readings for Cluster 4. You'll be required to submit all sections of the written assignment at the same time for marking, and please know we're here to assist you and answer any questions that you may have. Keep an eye out for those web sessions, and there is a pre-recorded Cluster 4 presentation in the web tutorial icon as well. So we hope this has been helpful in getting you started in Cluster 4. There's only 2 more clusters after this one. Thanks.